Welcome to Life Skills with Dad. Today we're going to do oil change on a lawnmower. The first thing I did is I've already run the lawnmower a few minutes just to get the oil warmed up so it'll drain out easier. Open up the fill cap dipstick here just to let the pressure off there, I guess, so it can drain out easier. This is my drain plug on this. So I've got my oil pan down here to catch the oil so I can take it in for recycling. But the oil doesn't look too bad actually, but we're going to change it anyway. Let the oil drain out. Okay, as you can see, our oil is just barely dribbling out now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the plug back in it. Get it there, make sure we don't have any drips on it just to keep it cleaner. Tighten that back up. This one has an oil filter on it, so we'll go over to the other side. Okay, back on this side, you can see we've got the oil filter here that we're going to take off. When I do this, I'm gonna unhook this wire for a second just to make it easier, cleaner. Then I've got a flexible funnel I put underneath it just to catch any oil coming out to get it into my oil pan again. These are supposed to be on hand tight, but after a year of being on there, sometimes they're a little tighter than hand tight. So filter pliers to loosen it up with. You can see oil's running out there. This flexible funnel just makes it a little bit cleaner. So it's gonna run out a little bit. You're gonna have probably a few drips get in there. The next thing you'll need to do, as soon as it's out, you're done with that, you get a new clean oil filter. Catch with this oil filter, any oil filter is, when you're ready to put it on, this rubber gasket here is going to keep it sealed. It's not going to slide very well. So you're going to want to take a little bit of, I've got just a new oil here. You just dip your finger in it just enough, and you're going to just put a little bit of oil on that rubber gasket so we turn it on there, it'll spin and slide on there, tighten it up. We'll just spin it back on there. That should be hand tightened for us. We can get this out of here, and we'll make sure catch any drips here just so it doesn't burn on the engine later. I have to hook this wire back up that I unhooked, and then our oil fills on the other side, so we'll go back over to the other side and start the oil fill. We've got our oil fill dipstick here, so we'll just pull it out, wipe it clean. We're going to pour the oil in. If you know about how much oil your lawnmower, snowblower, whatever takes, you can pour it in until you get close, then check it. And once we get enough in there, we'll need to start it up and let it run just a short period of time, like a minute or something, so it cycles it through the rest of the engine and into the oil filter, and then we can determine if we need to put a little bit more in or not. Okay, we put the oil in. I just ran it for probably 30 seconds to get the oil through into that filter, pull out the dipstick, and we'll see how we're doing on the oil here. Looks like it needs just a little bit more, so I'll put a little bit more oil in it, and then we'll be good to go. Put the cap on, just double check it, and that's how you change the oil. Thanks for watching Life Skills with Dad and how to change the oil.